Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. If you like my channel and you think that you know someone that would also enjoy this kind of information about acoustic guitars, electric guitars, pedals, whatever, please turn them on to my channel, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up and get others to subscribe. I'm really trying to push my channel to get it out there and hopefully help people to make decisions on their buying of new and used equipment. Today I wanted to talk to you about this Martin om-28e. It's an orchestra model guitar, not much different than the triple O-28. There are a couple of subtle differences. One, if you'll look at them, the pick guards are different. The pick guard on an on a triple O-28 is a little bit different, a little longer, and the scale length on a triple O-28 is shorter than the om-28 by almost an inch, I think. Let me see, I wrote down the specs here so I wouldn't forget. The om-28e is 25.4 inches and the triple O-28 is 24.9. Now, that's really about the only difference between the two guitars. The body shape, body style, width, everything is the same. And they both have 5/16 scallop bracing. And what the scallop bracing does is it allows more sound, so you get a bigger sound with these guitars than if you didn't have scallop bracing. And it really does make a difference. But it also has ebony fretboard and ebony bridge. For guys who like to do a lot of bending and things like that, the triple O-28 might be more to your suiting. It won't put out as much sound as the om-28 because of the, the higher, not higher, but the tighter string tension caused from the longer scale. So those are things to think about. Originally, when I was looking for a Mark guitar, I really wanted the triple O-28, but they didn't offer a triple O-28 with electronics. And hindsight being what it was, I really didn't need the electronics in it because I'm probably never going to take this guitar out and play it publicly. I have a 97 Taylor 412CE that that I use that for, and mainly because the controls are on the outside and I can put a sound hole cover in here to help me with feedback when I'm surrounded by floor monitors. This will feed back if you put a little too much on it, and the electronics in it are really nice. They're nice Fisherman electronics. It has an enhanced feature, so if you're a percussive player, you can do that. I'm not a percussive player, so I really didn't need that feature. But it does alter the tone a little bit more to give it a more genuine acoustic sound when you're running it through a PA system. So if you're really wanting that genuine acoustic sound, you might want to play this out in public. I would just tell you to be very careful because of the nitrocellulose finish is a little bit fragile. So, but that's true of any guitar. You don't just go dragging them along the sidewalk or something. But nobody would do that, I hope, anyway. But it is a wonderful guitar. It blends well, but it is kind of a big decision which guitar to get, the triple O-28 or the om-28. There's pros and cons to both. Like I said, pliability on the strings. If you do a lot of bending, you will probably want to go with the triple O-28. But if you really want a bigger sound, then you're probably going to want to go with the om-28e. But I would save myself about $400 and get it without the electronics. And if you're wanting a guitar to perhaps play venues with, maybe go to a different kind of Martin where the controls are on the top. Now, the one thing that I wanted to show you on this guitar, well, more than one, but the beautiful snowflake dot on the neck, on the ebony neck, that is really a nice touch. It's beautiful, and the neck is really much thinner than what you're used to. Some of the Martin necks, they used to be really big, and if you got smaller hands, that was kind of a problem. But it is kind of, you know, it starts off gradually, it slows up to a little bigger. 20 frets, of course. East Indian rosewood back and sides. It's very comfortable to play. You know, one of the reasons years back I had a Martin D35, and one of the things that was that got a little tiresome for me is that, you know, you're constantly having to prop your shoulder up higher, whereas with the om-28 or the 000, it's just more of a comfortable feel. You know, it just fits perfectly right in the crook of your arm, so it is a very comfortable playing guitar. I won't lie to you, when it comes in, you'll probably want to have it set up for you. Martin sets them up, I don't want to say too high, but they're up a little high. And I think that appeals to a lot of bluegrass players, but if you do something else, you may want it lower. I find that it, you know, somewhere in between, you know, you don't want it too low, because if it's too low, then you lose a lot of vibration in the string, therefore you lose a lot of sound, and kind of defeat your purpose of having a longer scale. So there are pros and cons for the longer and the short scale. I like the longer scale now that I have it. I didn't think that's what I wanted before, but I'm glad I did it. Now, if you want a 000-28 and you want it with electronics, they do offer that now. That's up to you. You know, it's about a $400 upcharge. And today's price, what I saw for the om-28 and the 000-28 is $3,099. If you want it with electronics, just add $400 to that. But at any rate, it is a wonderful guitar. Tusk saddle, tusk nut. Now, I read today that on the 000-28 that they are bone. I don't really see what the difference is, and I don't know what tusk is, but it sounds very good. And so I wouldn't let that be a deterrent, because you're not going to be able to tell the difference. And some would even say, when it comes to your electronics, that the tusk actually reacts better to the piezo pickup underneath the saddle. So keep that in mind. Just bone is not perfect for everything. The tusk might actually go to your benefit. Anyway, here's what the guitar sounds like. I'll hit a few chords and then I'll do some finger picking. And by the way, I'm playing my new blue chip thumb pick that I got for Christmas. And I wanted to also tell you, I really hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's. Here we go. Now, I haven't tuned this guitar in probably about 3 weeks. You could probably use a little fine tuning, but I haven't touched it. So it stays in tune remarkably well. The Lima Beam tuners is what I call them. That's what they are. Now, I won't lie to you, they're a little stiff when you get into the heavier gauges. That's just the nature of the beast, you know. They're manageable, but they're a little stiffer than, say, Grover keys. Okay, here you go with some finger picking. Beautiful guitar, wonderful sound. It will actually sound better to whoever you're playing for than you, because it's projecting more than what you can actually hear from right here. But what I'm hearing is absolutely beautiful, and you will love the herringbone, whether you go with the om-28 or whether you go with the triple O-28. That's just part of the series, D-28, om-28. They all have the beautiful herringbone out there, and it's just a a wonderful conversation starter when you're sitting around with friends. I hope that you have the opportunity to play one of these guitars. I know there's a lot of information, more information that you want to know about, and I will leave a description so that you can look this up yourself for the om-28e or om-28 or triple O-28. Both excellent guitars. You can't go wrong either way. So I hope you like this information about the Martin om-28, and if you do, please tell your friends and help me get more subscribers so that I can do more videos and climb up a little higher on the YouTube ranks. I hope that this will be information that you and your friends can use. Anyway, have a remarkable day, and thanks for sharing your New Year's with me on this, what we hope to be a more wonderful year in 2021. Give someone the gift of music. They'll love you for it. Have a great day.